I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. Today is Thursday, June the 8th, 2023. Let's get right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7.5. It was solid. So we see that Sonny has went and he's talking to Anna, and he's letting her know, he comes to see her. He was like, I was gonna leave, if you hadn't showed up. And she was like, what's up? And he was like, you wanna, they go inside because she says she figures what he wants to tell her. She wants to go inside to hear. She says, I know I can't offer you a drink, but do you mind if I have one? He said, no, go ahead. And so she has a drink, right? And so she's just talking to him, and she's like, I know what you're gonna say. I'm a hypocrite because I was trying to take you down at times in there, in the past or whatever. And he says, no, I'm not gonna say that at all. He says, I'm gonna tell you what I always remember. And there were two headlines. One was about Lily, who was my favorite wife of Sonny's on the show. I'm sorry, she was. It was like, one was about Lily, the headline about, mobster's wife blown up in car explosion. That might not have been the headline, but y'all know I'm just saying what it was. So then he said the other one was about his Morgan, and maybe it was a mob hit or mafia hit on Morgan. He said those headlines are always be in his head, and he remembered that people didn't understand what he was feeling and going through at the time. So he just really came there to tell Anna, I support you. You're my friend, and that's it. Like, we're always going to be friends. I don't care what the headlines say, what you did in the past. I don't care about any of that. We're friends, and I'm a friend to the end. And she was like, she just thanked him for giving that to her, because Anna is in a bad way right now. Oh, damn, Victor. Anna is in a bad way right now, right? So then from there, we go over to Dante talking to Valentine, and he was looking to Valentine to see if he could try to get some help with him on proving that these stories were not real with the WSB. Now, it happens off screen, but we know it happens um because Sam comes in and Valentine is gone. So we're like, where's Valentine? And she said, you're supposed to be home 2 hours ago. You didn't call, you didn't text, you didn't say anything. And I come here and you're just sitting there. I thought maybe you were working a case. And he was like, he was thinking about a friend, and he was thinking about Anna. So what he tells her is something that happened, I guess, off screen, or I just missed it, child, because I'm not trying to watch commercials with this. So I'll be skipping through. I let it build and then I skip through so I won't have to watch commercials. So he tells her that, he spoke to Valentine, and it's true, everything that Anna did. So Sam says, when you were in the WSB, you came back in a bad way as well. So Anna just, she just needs support. And that's what he wants to give to her. But, that's pretty much it with their scene, y'all. It's just him reflecting on his past and how he felt after he got out of the away from the WSB. And so then we go to because Valentine was there with Dante, but now he's not, and that's because he told Dante the information about it being true, and then he went over to Anna's, and he said, "Why aren't you answering my call?" She said, "Because I don't want to." She's in a bad way, and she said, she doesn't even care about other people. She said she cares about what Emma is going to think about her grandchildren. And she said Emma always looked up to her as like someone she wanted to be, and that look is going to be gone now. And so Anna's just having a tough time, y'all. And y'all know I love me some Anna. Sometimes her character is a little bit boring, but at the end of the day, I love me some Anna. And she said he told her, like, Caesar had a control on you and he made you do some of those things. And she said, yeah, but nobody's going to understand that. I mean, we're dealing with that now over here on Days of Our Lives, but okay. So that's pretty much it with them, you guys. So then we go over here and we see um Carly and Michael. And Carly is talking to Michael because she lets him know she destroyed that USB that had the evidence on Sonny. He said, "What? You could have used that? Y'all should have known." Like, listen, you could say a lot about Carly, and y'all know I borderline Carly. And sometimes I love her, sometimes I don't. But I do. The actress who plays Carly, I love. I've always loved her in like whatever she plays. So she plays this Carly to a T. But sometimes Carly gets on my nerves. But at the end of the day, Carly was never going to do that. Y'all, Michael, you don't know your mother if you thought for 1 second she was going to give Sonny up to save herself. You don't know your mama if you thought that. Carly understands the lifestyle. She understands what it is. And so she was never going to give him up, especially knowing how Sonny would not make it in prison. Y'all know he can't be in small spaces. So she said, but what I need you to do is I need you to hire Dex. And she was like, how much do you trust him? How much do you know about him? What's going on with him? And he was like, I mean, he all right, guy, he all right. And she said, well, I need you to hire him, and I need y'all to watch out for Sonny, because the fact that that could even happen to Sonny makes, she's afraid for him, because that would have never happened on Jason's watch. And she said, Brick is on the West Coast. He can't look after Sonny the way y'all can. She said, so I want you and Dex. Dex finds out anything fishy or funny is going on. He reports to you, and then you protect Sonny. And he was like, what? He was like, oh, well, our relationship a little fragile, mama. And she was like, Michael, like Donna and Avery cannot have their father going to prison. She said, we would be like, whether you like to admit it or not, Sonny provides them a layer of protection because of the lifestyle that he is in. That if something were to happen to Sonny, he gets locked up, he gets killed, or whatever. We saw what happened when was in Nixon Falls missing, that his enemies would come after the family, so they have to have Sonny. And if even if they don't have Sonny, somebody has to take that place, which is why Carly had to take that place at that time as well, step up. So she understands the business part of it. Michael do too. I don't know why he was tripping. She understands the business part of it and the mafia mob part of it. Like, you can't, nothing can happen to this man in order for our family to stay under this cloak of protection. And so he's like, okay, I'll do it, but I don't know if I can make Dex do it. And she said, he likes Jocelyn, and Jocelyn is really in love with him, Michael. Like, I don't think you understand how much she likes him. And so Michael was like, well, I can't promise that Dex will do this, but we already knew Dex was gonna do it, because he over here with Jocelyn, and she all upset. She upset because her mom and Michael didn't turn Sonny in. And okay, I know I'm hard on Jocelyn. When I was doing reviews on this soap, I know I was hard on Jocelyn when I was doing reviews. It's because she's so young, and she always wants to put herself in an adult position when it comes to this part of her life, like with the Sonny and Carly and Dex and all of them. Like, her mother understood what it was, because she grew up in it. Like, Carly met Sonny and Jason and all them when she was young, and so she's grown up in it, so she understands the game. But Jocelyn does not. So she over here telling Dex, just go to Sonny and tell him you want out. Girl, he can't do that. He can't do that. He has too much information now. She's like, Sonny knows that we're together. He knows I don't want you working for him, so he'll let you out. And Dex is trying to tell her, girl, I got a high school diploma. I was working security before I started working with Sonny. The money is good. He trusts me now. He don't really mind the job, because he was like, I mean, I'm good at what I do. He wants to do this job, because we were all wondering how they gonna incorporate Dex to be like the Jason, because obviously Steve is not coming back. He's over here on Days of Our Lives, where they can't stand, like, not the actual actors, but the characters can't stand him over there. But he's over there, so he's obviously not coming back. So they have to have a new person to protect Sonny. And I'm not going to call him a new Jason, because that's not what he is. So she says, but you're going to be doing illegal stuff, and we were almost scot free, and we could be together now if you just tell. And see, that's what annoys me about Jocelyn. She wants all this make all these grown-up decisions, but she doesn't have the information, because when it comes to this, she's still a child. She's still a teenager. And so she's not understanding the consequences of Dex really going to Sonny and saying, yeah, I want out. You don't get to say you want out. And Sonny told Dex that, like, what you trying to do? Like, you really, you're in too deep to be trying to get out now, or whatever. And so, and plus Dex is like, girl, I'm not gonna make this. I'm like, I'm used to making a certain type of money, and I can't make it as security. And she said it was a good, honest, decent job. He said, girl, a good, honest, decent job does not pay what I'm making, and I don't want it. So that's what I heard. And he said, so, but if you want me not to do this, I'll go ahead and do it. She said, what do you mean? You just said all these things about why you want to stay, and now you're saying that it's up to me or whatever, because he don't want to hear your mouth. That's what it is. If he keeps this job, be quiet. Let this man do this job in peace, or leave him alone so that he can do this job and not be worried about you. Like, that's what it all comes down to. And Dex, you should have never told her that Sonny was gonna be going down soon, anyways, because then she wouldn't have had this hope that you would have stopped working for Sonny. You should have never told her that. But since you did, here we are. So Dex is gonna end up working for Sonny and protecting him. That's what it's gonna come down to. But Carly did tell Michael Sonny can never know that we had this arrangement. So that's it with them, y'all. So then, child, we go over here to Brooklyn and Chase, y'all. And they talk about his pickup truck, and then he talk about why you working at Deception if you love music so much, but she don't want to tell him. My grandmother Tracy blackmailing me. So Olivia comes up to them and she tells Olivia, oh, Chase got a new truck, and they start talking about that. I'm not gonna hold you an honorable mention. That's it. And so then we go over here and we see Tracy and Drew are talking, and Drew is he told her he gonna blackmail, and she said, what, like, who are you? And I said, baby, say it, Tracy, who is Drew? Like, and I'm not saying that as far as who are you to blackmail her. No, I mean, like, who is this character? He's y'all got him all over the place. You got him all over the place. But he said he gonna blackmail her because of everything that she did with Brooklyn. I said, what you did with Carly and the SEC? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because that's what I hear. That's what I'm hearing. And so, a tile boy came out and she told him, because she said, he's like, we're gonna talk about Lucy Coe and tell Lucy Coe about you planting Brooklyn into deception. And she said, go tell Lucy. She was calling his bluff. And then the tile boy come like, oh, you looking for Miss Coe? She said, sir, nobody's talking to you, so you take your cell phone and tell nobody to come through here. We're having a private conversation. And Drew was like, no, that wasn't nice, Tracy. That wasn't nice. But anyways, he said he gonna tell Ned about this so that Ned can use his contacts with the SEC to get them off of him and Carly's case. I still say at the end of the day, y'all did this. Why y'all did this? Y'all did this. But anyways, child. So then we go and we see, so they're going back and forth with each other because Tracy, she not just gonna blow over because you try to bluff her. Like, she gonna answer your bluff. So she like, okay. And so then we go over here to Ned and Nina. So my girl Nina talking too much. So Ned heard her talking to Martin about everything that went down as far as her being the one to call it SEC. And he said, girl, I should have known. He said, so once people eliminate me out the way, they're going to see that it was you. And you were the one that had so much to benefit. But right about now, you're starting to realize you made a mistake. He said, because you realizing Sonny and Carly are always going to protect each other. And so now you're gonna lose Sonny for calling the SEC on Carly. And so he said, as a matter of fact, so he's like, as a matter of fact, I'm not gonna be the one to keep taking the blame for this. And she's telling him it was an anonymous tip, Ned, so nobody will ever have to know that you did it or whoever did it or whatever. Nina tried to talk Ned down. Ned said, hell's no. She said, your family will forgive you eventually. But anyways, child, so Ned they're doing all that or whatever. And then some kind of way Ned figures out, the girl comes and she tells Nina that Tracy Quartermain and Drew Cain are having a private conversation at the pool area, and they said nobody can be there. So Ned hears Drew and he said, let me go talk to Drew. As a matter of fact, I need to talk to him. Now Ned goes in there to talk to Drew because he about to tell him it was Nina who did it. Now, I don't know why this man wasn't walking, but he was skipping his ass along trying to talk to him. and tripped over the tiles that the boy was trying to pick up all the tiles. He tripped over the damn tiles and fell and busted his head and fell into the pool. So then Drew comes through and he gets him out. Now Nina was running behind Ned, but nobody saw her. So Drew says, call the police, call an ambulance, call 911. And Tracy about to call in because Nina was about to call, and Nina put her phone down. And baby, she boogied. I said, God dang. Nina boogied on out of there. I said, girl, she said, what? I can't be seen with them. They might know something was going on. So she leaves, right? So then pause right here on Drew and Ned and Tracy. So then Nina goes to Sonny and he was like, what you doing here, girl? I thought she had went to her office at the Metro Court. No, this girl went to Sonny. Girl, what? So she went over here to Sonny and she trying to, talk to him and everything and tell him that you remember in Nixon Falls and how you came back and you found out the truth about who you were. I thought you would never forgive me and I thought I had lost you forever. So Nina is scared to lose Sonny, so she hugging all up on him because he said, you got me, girl. Baby, don't worry. You know that you got me. If you're worried about where I've been or who I... Okay, anyway, so he's like, you got me. So they hugging and Nina worried and stuff because she knows she done did Ned wrong. She done did Ned wrong. First of all, you had him blaming Ned for being the one that called the SEC. And then the man knock himself out and gets into the pool and you ain't even called her. Anyways, child, let's go back over here. So then the woman that told Ned that Tracy, the woman that told Ned and Nina that Tracy and Drew were at the pool, she go to Olivia and said, we got ambulance coming up, going to the pool area. So Chase, Brooklyn, and Olivia run out to the pool area and they see Ned on the ground being put up in because the paramedics have come. So they're working on him and everything. And I believe they put him in a gurney. Yeah, I think they were doing that at that time. And so she's like, oh my God. And Drew was like, no, it's fine. But Ned didn't have, it seemed like Ned was lost at one time. So then they said, what happened? I don't know if this was the preview. Oh, no, it wasn't the preview. This happened. So they was like, what's going on? And Tracy told them, Chase, because Olivia has left at this point because she said, I'm going with my husband. And they're like, all right, come on. So then it's just Brooklyn, Tracy, Drew, and Chase. And she tell Chase, arrest this man, officer. He attacked Ned. I said, oh. See, this is why you can't bluff Tracy, Drew. I could have told you. We could have told you, don't play these games with Tracy because she's ruthless with it. And so that's how it went off today, y'all. Oh, this video is long. Let me get on off. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow for the new episode of What Happened on the Soaps General Hospital Edition. Goodbye.